because I do not experience boredom. I excel in the performance of menial tasks. Please wait. Generating suitable greeting. Hello, traveler.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Protege Gaming. We're back at it with another Starfield stream. I know it's been a little bit since I have been on here. That's mainly due to the fact that I was grinding out New Game Plus on the side, in between other games and streams and stuff like that that was going on. So I've officially made it to New Game Plus 10 and almost caught back up to where I was whenever I kind of left you guys off. I have obviously leveled up a few times. I think I was like 120 whenever I left off last. I'm 162 now. We went through and did the quest for the Freestar Collective. The only thing I haven't redone that I've already did last time was I didn't redo the Crimson Fleet questline yet. I found out that if you get in the UC Vanguard questline a little bit, you can have the option of joining up with the Crimson Fleet without having to report to the UC Vigilance over and over and over again, which I would much rather do that. So I'm going to wait to do the Crimson Fleet until I get closer to that point. On top of that is I've almost completed the main story quest again. I just held off on it. I got as far as I needed to get the Kepler R unlocked, and then after that I stopped doing it because I've already done it 10 times now, so it's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, so we're going to pick up on the UC Vanguard questline, and it's one of the questlines we haven't done, and then obviously next we're going to be doing the Ryujin questline. Probably not going to get all this done today, but I wanted to get another stream out there for you Starfield fans that like watching this content, so let's see here. We gotta go do grunt work, that's what it was. Sorry about the dogs in the background. I'm home alone, so they're kind of borking at everything. To show proof that I have New Game Plus 10, oh, I apparently let me just walk right out. I'll show you my my armor. It's kind of hard to see. I guess maybe that's better. So yeah, I got New Game Plus 10. The layout of my ship is a little weird due to the fact that I did not take the time to build it properly, as you would say. I rebuilt our Bessel 3 base. It's got some cargo links and all that kind of stuff going on. It's got like uranium and like 3 or 4 other places coming in. Obviously it's got the normal like 5 resources that you can get at this Black Mountain. I think it's like I can't remember the name of the YouTube video that I saw, but yeah, he showed us everybody how to do this. Rebuilt the Kepler R and made it a little bit more flat, and I put a load of more guns on it. That way we have some fighting power. So let's go ahead and take off.
Pressure holding. Takeoff looks good.
Yeah, go do this grunt work at. Wants us to go to Tau C, CI, or however you say that. Did I already murder everybody outside? Might have killed everybody outside already. It's actually pretty decent. I'll grab that. That ship got fucked. Not seeing anybody. Still not see anybody. Oh, what's up, dude?
So what do we got here? You're too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. UC on patrol, maybe? It'd make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll. Of course you are. My hero. At least you follow orders well. Maybe you are military. Either way, we can make this work. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one. Among apex predators, they're the pinnacle. Resilient, agile, smart, and their mental prowess only increases with age. Some can even dominate the minds of weaker species, keeping them as pets, livestock, or toys. They're creatures without peer.
Anyone else think her eyes are like ridiculously like vibrant, like almost in a creepy way.
I managed to scope out a fair bit of the facility before it found me. If there are any survivors of the attack, they're long gone. Terramorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tao said he's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this. Makes two of us. But this creature, I need to understand what it's doing here. To do that requires a tissue sample from it, and to get a sample, I need its corpse. But we're not without resources. This plant, it's got an automated security system. Though getting things online, as I've discovered, is not a one-person job. The admin terminal in this building needs its connection reset. And to do that, someone has to get to the security outpost. Across the compound. Not a far walk, but a risky one. You think you might be willing to lend me a hand? Look, I wouldn't be asking if I thought there was any
I don't want to be a cheap
chance
toy
I could
though,
handle
bro.
it by myself. But there's no way I'm getting these defenses live on my own. And I have to get to the bottom of what happened here. Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
She just expects me to be able to just fucking kill it. Well, I'm taking all your medical supplies. Fuck you. That's crazy. That's weird. There's no blood. That means everyone was probably eaten whole. That looks like a button. What is this button do? It's a power brick. I'm probably gonna hit that in a minute, aren't I? What if I just don't touch the ground? Will it know where I am? It's a pretty good check. Alright. It dropped an autosave. That would be good enough, right?
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello? Wish I'd found this earlier. You notice those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the Terramorph is. It's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
The security lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move. Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you can avoid it. The kill lanes. They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. You can do this. Show it messed with the wrong shock trooper.
Additional power input required. Weapon proof online.
That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's way creepier not knowing where the fuck it was, though. Whew. Had my heart beating a little quickly there. Oh my.
Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait. You did it, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm goated. Just deal with it.
Heavens above, you just flatlined a terramorph.
Mm-hmm. Yes, those
I'm
are the
not
words.
too proud. Thank you for saving my ass. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you?
Oh yeah, I got you.
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
No wonder people got. They got all these open doors, man. Hey, look, there's blood. Somebody was murdered right here. Poor person. Must have really sucked for them.
flag scan?
That's a microscope?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Spectrograph. Damn. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Tauseti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? It seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one. Well, they're not exactly buying tickets and flying coach. The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a terramorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to. And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization. There is. There has to be. We just have to find it. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? Yeah, I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your boss, or commander, or whoever it is that actually sent you here. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sanan thinks there could be more attacks on the horizon. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll recognize the name. Ah, so you are UC. And if they sent you way out here, 20 credits says you're Vanguard. But yes, I was military. Not anymore, but I've still got some friends in the colonies, so if I'm lucky, maybe whoever sent you is one that still likes me. Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. A bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here. It's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go do what you have to do to get that sample in the right hands. We need to know what we're dealing with here.
Well, that's weird. It's gotta be like a ship or something that's not loaded in.
And we're off.
That reminds me, whenever I land wherever I land, I need to upgrade my
Orbit
my
locked.
thing. My reactor. Where's it want me to go? Probably back to Alpha. Yeah, Alpha. You know, I really hope they add like speeders or like some type of way to get around on a planet that's faster than walking. And I think adding like a Titanfall type like robots to run
Anything I
around
can
in
help
would
you with?
also be really dope.
Need some work done? Sure, have at it.
Oh, wrong thing. Well, I guess this technically works. That's the grav drive. Wait, that's the reactor. That'll work. The Razor Leaf obviously looks a little different than what it used to. Now that I'm done with that, now I can just travel way faster. Hey, what's up, homie?
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally... A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers? A gene tag? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as... co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens. I'm I'm sure she doesn't list it at the top of her resume. But considering her service record and her area of expertise, I'm not seeing a reason to think this request is anything other than genuine. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special? I see. This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
Eu Supra e outra. Away we go.
Ship's ready. It is.
Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Let's reallocate our power now that we have extra power to allocate. And that leaves one to grav jump with. Supra e outra. Into Sidonia. Go to find us a scientist. Maybe he can get me bionic legs. Make me run fast. With maybe some light up sketchers at the bottom so everyone knows where I am.
Ever been to Aquila? No security for Formula 3.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority.
Mars isn't for everyone.
Yo, what's up?
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
Of course he has.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best. That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
Yeah, well. If they try to do anything, I'll just fucking shoot them in the face. Down we go. Yo, this is cool. This is all underground. Never been down here before.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar is for Devil's vets and their kin. Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker?
Why don't you tell me what I want to know before I put a bullet in your fucking
Not every
skull?
day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker? That's so. Now, if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. All right. Maybe she did send you. Or maybe you just know where to buy your fakes. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend. Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable. That's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC xenoweapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the Devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with xenoweapons got shelved, Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory. Well, most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the Authority and pay them direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs. But one friend of Hadrian's to another, Sidonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the Authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. I look forward to hearing the good news.
Hey, you! Maybe Hadrian's friend. Come here.
Are you wanting to?
Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker? Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out, started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore. Great, great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. That sounds way more fun. Why would I want to do a little beanie whenever I can go on a murdering spree? That's way more yeah, it's a way better option. Anytime that I have the option to kill people instead, it's just automatically better.
The Lex condos aren't anything special, but plenty of people.
Bom, 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 bom. Smack. Let's see who I can go put a bullet in. Kills all your momentum to look to the side. Sheesh. Says it's not far, proceeds to be 600 meters away. I know 600 meters technically isn't far in the grand scheme of things, but my toesies are tired. That thing looks fucking tiny. Jesus. Oh. Okay, I know who those guys are. Alright, let's see who we can kill. Is that not a bad guy? Yeah, it is, okay. Take one down, shoot him in the back. Only so many spacers left to murder. Super soft thing. Hey, Derek, my toesies, okay? They're sensitive. Aw, Sag, I can't see him. Sir, I know you're in there. Come back around the corner, please. Oh, there you are. Oh, they know. Did you, how far did you end up getting in Moria? Have you caught up to where we were?
I'd be scared to fight me too.
I'm gonna go loot this person first. I got a nice jump scare from something a little bit further down. Me and Austin ended up getting down to the deep area place or whatever it's called. But I haven't explored much past there.
Took one in the face!
Come out, come out! Big mistake!
Oh.
I didn't like them anyway! Ah!
He said, Alright, well, you know I'm here, so. Did you really just run in there? Oh, dang it, I didn't mean to go in there yet. Fuck. Yeah, there's no way he ran in here already. Let's reload really fast. Almost. I got to the next section after the Elven area and fell to my death. Alright, Mr. Last Spacer. Found you. Night night. So I take it this one guy was not the boss. Oh, a bunch of free ammo. Look at that. Yeah, there's some stuff going on way down in the deep, but I feel that. I think I got a lucky generation of my world where we actually had a way all the way to the bottom without having to do too much building, which was pretty phenomenal. I plan on getting back on there a little bit later today. I want to play this for a little bit because I keep saying that I'm going to do it and then I end up not doing it. So it's like while there's not a lot of people on, I wanted to do some stuff. Sneak mode activated. Reactive gas. We actually always do this, so I'm going to grab that. Those things I can make easy. Is that a med pack? Oh, meal pack. Wait, do they know I'm here? Really? How do you know that? thinking. I was being a sneaky little snake. How does he know? Stop. Homie lobbed that grenade. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I can hit that guy. Got him. Fucking idiot. Why am I losing health? Am I heavy? Oh, I am heavy. What did I pick up that was so heavy? Oh, I bet it's that fucking machine gun, isn't it? Oh, they gave me UC Vanguard armor. Okay, well, I never asked for that, but okay. Sheesh. Now I'm a fat boy. Oh, they call me the negotiator. Alright, everybody's dead. Well, if everyone's gonna hear me because I'm overweight, I'm just gonna use my fucking light so I can actually see. No point sneaking if I'm a fat bastard. Quit hiding behind that. Come on. Come on out. Spacer myth. There's one headshot. Anybody else want to play? Come on. Only 35 XP for that golden headshot? What is this ridiculousness?
Stop playing games. This is gonna be fun.
Says the one hiding.
I'm out. Two clear. Go all out. Moving. Where'd you go, damn it?
Don't worry about it. Turn the light off for a second.
There you are. Good riddance. But you're next.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. He doesn't know that I snuck all the way around him and then shot him in the butt. This is just a gym. We don't care about that.
Stop playing games. That's a sticky out. Take this.
Oh, there you are. You tried. You tried. There's that guy. Okay. Oh, see, they were hiding in this room back here like a bunch of bitches. It's a master safe. Oops. Dum da dum 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 da dum. Oh, that's fucking. Don't do that, bastard. I may or may not have jumped, but I actually didn't. You did.
It's nothing.
He doesn't even know. He's sleeping. He took nap. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Over here. Yep, okay. Whoever's job it was to put these pipes together did a shitty job. Alright. Night. There's the leader.
God, this is it. Everyone run! Run! I'm tired of this.
crawling out in the open. That was very kind of you. Oh, what's that? 405 damage? Jesus, that's nice. I see you. Can I not hit you? Eh. There you are. Gotcha. Extreme solar radiation while I'm underground. What? How does that make sense? He said, "Yeah, you keep running." That poor guy, he was vibing. This place is a lot deeper than what I thought it was gonna be, honestly.
This is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be fun. Famous last words. That's actually a kind of a nice gun too. Take that. I'm gonna be a fat boy before I leave here, like a really, really fat boy. Keep picking up all these guns.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh? Oh, good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
I'm already overweight anyway. Big chunky boy already anyway. Okay, so that's that. Not mean to jump up here, but oh well.
Password accepted. Initiating analysis. Collect your documentation.
Hey, yo, man, it's done.
All set?
Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Sweet. You take the elevator back up to the surface. Was I supposed to do something else down there? Oh, no. Alright. Anyway. I'm gonna run all the way back. Why is it trying to tell me to go through here, though? That's just telling me to go all the way back up to you. Okay, yeah, we were at the right place. That was dumb. Whoopsies. Oopsie poopsie. Where are we at on the map? I need to go over here. Why can't I see my waypoint on the map? I think it's this way. Let's go get to the big mountain thingy. Oh wait, that's it over there. LOL, JK. That's something that they're gonna need to fix. It's the waypoint on the minimap not showing up. That's kind of silly. What's the point of setting a waypoint if it doesn't show up on the minimap? Like silly goose 101 right there. I don't know. I found this gun. It's like a, what is it called? The Beowulf or whatever. And it has been phenomenal, Derek. It's a fantastic weapon. And it's semi-automatic, so it's not technically a sniper rifle, but it does like 200 damage. And half the time I can get that 3 times extra damage or whatever for the sneak attack as well. It's been phenomenal. I put a silencer on it, a laser sight, a scope, some like heavy rounds or whatever. It's been phenomenal. It's like the only weapon I use anymore. Just because its accuracy is so well. And it does decent damage. Technically doesn't do the most damage of the weapons that I have, but the sneak attack bonus and being able to shoot people from far away makes up for all that fact. It's been phenomenal. Am I close enough to my ship that I can deposit stuff? Yeah, I'm within 200 feet. Let me do this really fast, get some of this shit out of my inventory. Oh, wrong button. That one. deposit that, deposit that. Deposit both of these. Again, those. We don't need all that. Microgun's cool, that's cool, that's cool. I'm actually gonna keep that in my inventory because that's fucking dope. Another negotiator? Let's go. That's heavy as fuck though. Justifier. Holy hell. That is even better. I need to put a silencer on that, but that's fucking awesome. Furious hard target. I have the normal hard target, don't I? Whatever the one is I'm using at the moment. I have the advanced Beowulf. Does 220. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to use that gun. That's fucking crazy good. Uses 50 caliber rounds, so that's gonna be a bad part. Cause I don't have a lot of 50 cal rounds. Oh well. Alright, anyway. Back to running. My ship doesn't look anywhere near as big as what it used to now because I made it flat. I want to make like a giant space battleship. I wish you could forego a lot of the... Actually, what if I put like 3 different types of auto turrets on it and just made a giant like flat-ish ship, like a battleship, and it just has a bunch of big turrets. I just don't have to fire anything. All I do is focus on flying and maneuvering, and then the auto turrets just fucking shred everything. I think that'd be cool. I need to pay attention next time I look at the ships and see if they have what all different types of auto turrets they have. I'm gonna go down this elevator really quick. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Alright, much better.
If you're gonna use the elevators or stairs to reach the elevators...
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduce joint wear? Oh, increase lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
I'll give it a whirl.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
Okay. Back to the main floor. We're gonna sell this stuff like it's drugs. Hey, yo.
Was there something else?
Yes.
I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest that's accrued, it's something substantial. If you're feeling charitable, I'd be happy to look it up for you.
What if I did the sneaky thing and got rid of the, like, lowered the debt amount as well? Damn, that's a lot of fucking things. I don't get arrested anytime soon. If so, that would be awkward. Anyway. What are you doing with all those stolen supplies? Found it.
Something on your mind, love? Please spit it out.
Was there something else? I'm never one to turn away an opportunity, but I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Turn aqueous into liquid credits with my patented new phenomenon.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do? An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers, or so I've heard. Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials, the licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened, thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
This is a promising find, certainly. I can see us granting a generous finder's fee in exchange for handing it over. Was that it?
Dr. Walker's debt. Consider it cleared. Well, it would seem we have a deal then. Here, your finder's fee. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
The office of Governor Hurst would like to remind all Sidonia citizens to do their part to keep Sidonia clean.
What's the report due, anyway? Whew, what a long day.
That's spooky. Kinda weird.
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there, but it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Here, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Did he say he was in the place that I just came from? That's annoying. I came all the way back here for no reason.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia.
I tell you, coffee is the only thing that gets me through. Oh.
fast travel over there? Because if I have to run all the way though, I'm gonna be annoyed. Remove. Oh wait. If my brain works properly. So he's just even further in? Jesus Christ. Hey yo, what? I'll try that on the way back. How far in here is he? Jesus Christ. What the hell? Okay.
Got me out of the red with the trade authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor.
Bro, you're so fucking far in here.
Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. Did she look okay? Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue sample.
What? You can reattach a finger, Percy.
So what exactly did she have you bring me? Adrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
fucking spell. Oh well.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the dead. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Can't just humor an old man, huh?
Nope, can't do
This
that.
sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. It was a city wiped completely off the map by terramorphs. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity. So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You wanna tell me what your plans are for it now? The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
This place is dope, though. I mean, it's kind of sad that nobody else is here because, you know, homie got himself outlawed, but whatever. I bumped my mic on accident, my bad. Where's this at? Okay. I'm not gonna waste time running all the way back over there. I've ran over there multiple times. You guys have seen it already. So we're just gonna travel. Excuse me.
Used to think I was Vanguard material, till I discovered the space
Charge. Two-four. Elevator. P2, please. It's weird. It doesn't feel like there's like a ton of people here.
Adrian.
Percival.
No, whoops, my bad.
My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Oh yeah, because this is so much more private.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
Nah, it was easy.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done. No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has been done for a long time. Oh. Well...
Hey, four people. Welcome, whoever else showed up.
That means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. I mean, I hope they will. But accessing the archives, it's not 100% up to them. They'll also need the consent of the other signatories of the Colony War Armistice, the Freestar Collective and House Varun, in order to unlock it.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board. All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Public Works.
They can't walk through me, lol. I'm just gonna fast travel back. Like, we already seen traveling through space a million times. And I'm trying to speed this up a little bit. Alpha Centauri. Mast District. Away we go!
Captain! Over here.
Yep, I see.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the Colony War to an ugly end for the UC. But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak.
condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him. I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already.
You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast.
Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise. Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions. I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being Fleet Admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of Guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy, perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too.
But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Interstellar affairs. Oh, I get a nice little podium and everything. Let's go.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We out here, bit grinders, you know.
If you're down, I messaged Austin to see if he wanted to play some For the King. I saw you were in here and he was online, and I was
He's
like,
at work at the moment.
well, shit, dog. If they're not busy, I mean.
We're still trying to figure out what the data we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data.
But hopefully you guys enjoy this game enough that you guys want to buy For the King 2 when it comes out next week.
I mean, it's a D&D game. I don't mind it at all. I thought it was fun.
I love the game. I love the art style. I think it's really cool looking. And I
Buying
think
it is strictly just going to depend on if I have money or not.
I understand.
You can pre-order it now if you have money now. It's 10% off if you pre-order. You get it for 22 instead of 25.
I am broke currently. I am broke until my brother pays me rent money, which he said he will not be able to do until Friday of next week.
I mean, I can fight the rent money out of him, bro. It's fine.
You can't fight what's non-existent. Oh, we're stout. That's what we want. Okay.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations.
We got hell out of
To
that
the
run,
man,
though.
we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic
And I started
diplomacy
with lore
because of a
books. I don't know if
single
you guys
attack.
started with them or if that was
Seems
one
at
of the
best
few
panic.
things that came over in my
And
save.
at worst,
but
a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we?
Jesus
And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of
Ooh.
life stands paramount among
I'm
this
about to
body's
spend
duties.
all my lore
Chief
books on this
Yassine has
one
a point.
character.
Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to
think I
convince the other factions to
This
grant
kid-
us
the
access to what
herbalist
they
is
no
so
doubt
good.
consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Jesus Christ. So I'm playing Starfield at the moment. I'm in the middle of this cutscene. So did you play the UC Questline?
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Yeah. I'm in
compose your
that
thoughts.
council with the cabinet
Let
at the
us know when
moment.
you're ready.
Mm.
And I was like, honestly, I killed the Terramorph. I thought it was gonna be scarier. Like JD has fought one, Austin fought one. I guess technically you fought one. And the way everyone made it sound, that it was a lot scarier than what it was. Now the six-legged thing running at me, definitely kind of creepy. And the fact that it was like didn't know where it was, and like everything was going off. But then as soon as I fought it, it wasn't as scary as what I thought it was.
Well, I think part of that might be just you have a lot better shit and stuff now, being in
New game 10.
what, 10 plus, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Like I was definitely a little freaked out because I didn't know what was going on to begin with.
Captain?
So I was a little worried, but after I started engaging with it, it wasn't as bad. But supposedly, per JD, they can get bigger and look different and all that kind of stuff. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives? That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to...
That didn't sound fucking good.
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. The nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain,
So-
I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
What? So they just a fucking xenomorph just attacked the space station, and me, who's just killed one before, but one that was young, and that already wiped out a whole fucking place of civilians, like 50 of them, and they just want me to go deal with these guys? Like what? What is this fucking nonsense?
Go deal with
it. You've dealt with this before. You go take care of it. We're gonna get you help. All security to the top level, protect your cabinet. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Let's go help.
Yeah. They're like, hey, you've got this, right? We'll be here cowering in fear. Oh, what the fuck?
The EM rifle, grab it!
That's it. Now hit him with everything you...
Wait, I need an EM rifle? Fuck.
Oh, phew!
Not that one. This one? What am I supposed to do? Do I just leave him alone? Okay. Do I have to kill him?
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Nap nap. I can't use the train. What am I supposed to do? Okay. Wow, you guys are very bad at dealing with this.
Thank God you got here when you did. I just wish it hadn't come to that.
Yeah, what the hell happened back there, Captain? There's no excuse for using lethal force here.
You pronounce thanks for saving my life very strangely.
that is the only option you can choose.
This isn't a joke. We're preventing casualties, not causing them. So get your head in the game.
Yeah, I know it's not a joke, bitch.
Understand?
I just saved your fucking life.
Now, officer, the way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We'd tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready. I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off. Others hallucinate. And
can I turn off notifications? Because that's annoying as hell. Like,
some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them, but still be aware while they're doing it. Those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the Terramorph. Let's do it.
That's unlocked.
So, okay, I'm confused. So, it said to use the EM rifle. I shot them with the EM rifle. It knocked them into a down state, but wouldn't let me talk to her. I punched them in the face, and then at that point, I guess they died, and then I'm instantly in trouble. Even though it wouldn't let me do anything. I shot them all with the EM rifle. They all got downed, and nothing updated or changed for me to do anything. Couldn't use the train car, literally couldn't do anything. And yet, I get yelled at for killing them. Even though the game literally wouldn't progress. I feel like that's a little broken. And not fair. And if it's a scripted call out, that's fine. But I wish it would have told me that I had to kill them. Instead of telling me to knock them out with the EM rifle, I would have just shot them with my normal gun.
God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
Let's see here.
Whenever I did the questline, my EM rifle was a legendary, and it did too much damage, and so it killed them before I knocked them out. And so I lost the mission. Or like I got in trouble. I guess I didn't lose the mission.
Oh, this guy does not give a fuck about my gun. I think I got sneak attack on the last one, and that's why it did more damage.
spots?
We've got the remaining creep.
Can I take this ammo? Oh, it's free ammo. Let's go.
They said you've done this before.
Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but
oh, a bunch of free med packs. Let's go.
Put those things down and do it fast. We hold them as best we can. Don't let them get into your head.
Heard you might be looking for some backup.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. We're not afraid, but we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts. Your call. We're on the line.
Is it hiding from me over there?
Damn, they were just here. I'll handle this.
Okay. Well, apparently this isn't doing shit to it, so.
I think we're being followed. Okay. I think we can let our guard down.
Okay, my food's about to be here. I'm gonna watch a couple episodes of whatever the anime is called that I've been watching. I'll be back here in a little bit.
Whatever that shows you've been watching.
Yeah, pretty called.
Gotcha. Okay, buddy. Have fun. Alright, there's one down. Can't see that one. Let's go over here. Grab this real fast. At least they didn't blow up my ship, right? Now, if my ship gets blown up, I'm gonna be upset. These dudes look fucking nutty. It wants me to go all the way over there to that, what looks like a trap thing. Okay, well, if that's what it wants me to do, fuck it. Bitch.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
They do take a fucking beating though, Jesus Christ. So 3 terramorphs attacked out of nowhere. Hey yo.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two.
Yeah, I'm goated.
Universe put the right people in the right place.
Like hell it is. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Where did all these barriers? Did it come from the ground? That's crazy.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Back to the mass district.
Terramorphs. Holy.
That's a relief to hear. Captain?
Anyone in the line of
Hadrian?
is a tragedy.
It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, you two were in the right. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major.
Womp womp.
As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
I better get promoted to Admiral after this shit. I'm just saying.
The Cabinet wants progress, and wants it quickly. You're already far more familiar with the situation than any diplomat would be. There's also no diplomat alive that can claim they helped keep a cadre of Terramorphs off the embassy doorsteps. The Cabinet was unanimous. They want you. We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. We're dismissed.
You've got the Cabinet's full backing to prevent more attacks. Understand?
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer.
these orders.
Hey!
A Vanguard captain.
Come with me.
You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Hey, you're coming with me. Come on. We gotta go.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Very funny. This is going to be hard enough already. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun? The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Pump for information? That seems like weird phrasing.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval. Of course, but there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore is actually still alive.
Wait, what?
His public appearances were always rare. but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting. Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Why would I not do the one that's right next to us first? That seems silly. I'm gonna do whichever one I feel like at first.
Yes? You needed something?
Let's drop a save, just in case. Alright, which one of these things? Faction. Oh, it's literally making me do that one first. Okay. Well, okay then. I guess we're gonna go travel.
You think security has a handle on things?
You are a visitor? You can go on through.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? What are you? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. I was afraid of that.
Yup.
Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go? You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One. to convince me. Understood. I'm listening. You know that for sure. That is interesting. A ranger serving the cause of the colonies. You must really believe in this little endeavor. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
I mean, I think that's pretty fair.
Excellent. Follow me. They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Code generator's just this way. Don't make me regret this, Captain. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Okay. That was easy. I expected that to be kind of more of a headache, but I guess it wasn't. Now, how the hell do I get out of here? This way. Launch. This place is run the fuck down. That's fucking spooky. How is this only advanced? What the hell? Definitely fucking weird. I'm not gonna keep unlocking it if it's not really gonna do anything, so I'm just gonna keep going. That goes downstairs. This is fucking weird.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Sir, you realize you have like a whole ass fucking thing of shit like growing out of your fucking building, right? He knows that, right?
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly? The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them. Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. Let it be used for good.
Merci beaucoup. a fucking trip. Ugh. See, this place looks dope. I like the whole idea of House Varun. I wish there was a way that we could get along with them. Every time I've ever interacted with them, they all just immediately shoot me. So. It'd be cool if we found out more information about them sometime in the future. Because right now, literally all I know about them is that they are angry dickheads. Oh, there's glass. LOL.
About the UC's response to the terror mortar attacks. I'm told by top officials the captain already has a plan in place.
Alright, back up we go.
Hello. Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. You saved him.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit A.
I've
Shit.
already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
On worst behavior, got it.
Pardon?
After I go into this place over here, I'm probably gonna take a lunch break since it is noon or afternoon. Technically, it's 12:40. I'm getting hungry. Probably think of something else soft to say that Derek would probably find funny. Take me a second though. Something like my tummy's getting the rumblies and I need to go eat some dino nuggies or something. I don't know.
Captain, we've been expecting you.
Alright, let's drop a save.
Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Oh. Boo.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. You may proceed, Captain.
What if I wanted to access something else? Do we have the ability to access anything else? Oh well. I might reload that save later on and just fuck around and find out, you know? buzz buzz. Phone go buzz buzz. Bop. Get like no reaction from anybody. I'm just like jetpacking by and everyone just goes about their day. Not even touching the ground. Everyone's like, yeah, that's fine, that's normal. Oh, that guy? That's just Protege. He just does that. He's a pretty cool guy. He saved us from Terramorphs. It's whatever.
There you are. Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Why can't I look at the documents?
Time for us to start getting some real answers and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right.
It better be.
So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
I get to be a person? Oh my god, I got my green card. Let's go. Didn't even have to take a test. That was probably fucked up of me, but that's fine. I'm sorry. This bitch walks so slow.
Oh, sorry, just Terramorph attack.
You were hiding in this building. Don't even act like you were anywhere close. Do I get thrown off this fucking thing and get told that I'm a person now?
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
Sure, why not?
Well, only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant. And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining. It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
Does this mean I have to pay taxes?
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
I'm
sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
And 20,000 creds? Easy. Alright. So, we're gonna save the game here. And I am going to take a lunch break. I appreciate whoever ended up stopping by, and I'll be back probably about an hour.